अथ चैनं नित्यजातं नित्यं वा मन्यसे मृतं तथापि त्वं महाबाहो नैनं शोचितुमर्हसि। अथ चैनं नित्यजातं नित्यं वा मन्यसे मृतं।
So now, do you remember which question is being answered? What the question is, because he asked the question long back and journey happened. Really speaking, it is in every sentence that the whole knowledge is there. But until it is not understood so, it is repeated. So it began with when he realized Krishna sees that he is under consternation, he is under confusion. So in one sentence and only he tells it very clearly. Utastva kasmilamadam vishme samupastitam. Where from this has come, this confusion into you? So then he says, no, Chudra hridaya daurvalyam takkatosti parantat. It is not fit for you to be in this. Naita utpadyate. It is not fit for a warrior. Clabyam nismagama path. Don't go undergo this clabyam. Clabyam is not having courage to do what one should do. That is called clabyam. Later on in vocabulary, they came to identify this the third gender, which is not correct. Clabyam means it's not having the courage, because there was a Sikhandi also who was in the war as a third gender. So it is not that the third gender cannot fight. So it is not right. What he meant to say is, you do not have. Why have you lost the courage? Why have you lost the heart? What you should do, you know it, and you are not doing. Why? Where from this weakness in your heart has come? Later on, Arjun is realizing this. That yes, this is when he ponders over within his heart, he looks, yes, really this is the problem. Then he admits. Then he says in clear words.
Karpanya dosho apahat svabhava. That yes, I have undergone this word. Klabyam and Karpanya both are synonyms. Klabyam means lack of courage. Karpanya means also lack of courage. He says Karpanya dosho. This is a blemish dose. This has come into me. Now I know this. Karpanya dosho apahat svabhava. So what has happened when this blemishness has come? I have fallen from my character. Apahat svabhava. Svabhava means, as I told, there are three things. First, people live in the mode of nature, which we are speaking, raw nature without no knowledge and moving like that. Then svabhava and kala. Three things decide. Kala, karma, svabhav, bariyai, sabai nachabat, ram, gushai. So these kala, karma and svabhav, three things are there. So he says, I have fallen from my svabhav. Apahat means falling down. Karpanya dosho apahat svabhava. I have fallen from my character. So the one who is falling from one's character cannot know what is dharma and what is not. It is a fallen state. He says, Karpanya dosho apahat svabhava prichhami tam dharma sammur chetsa. I am asking you, because I am not in a position to decide what is dharma and what is not dharma. Dharma sammur. Sammur means I have become idiot. So these are spiritual conditions. Chit, vichit, mood, ekagra and niruddha. So he says I am in the middle position, mood. Dharma sammur chetsa. What is dharma that I have lost? I am finding myself an idiot. What to do, what not to do, because you are rightly, because he is pondering over whatever he is saying. Krishna is trying to bring him to the senses by saying that no, asocyan anvasochvastam prigyavadasya bhasya. Gatansu anagatansu chanansu chanti pandita. That you are speaking like a wise man, but you are not that. There is a between what is in your mind and what is in your words are entirely divorced. Words you are speaking like that of a wise, but mind is not like that. So he says, Karpanya dosho aphat swabhava prichhamitam dharma sammud cheta. So he is saying कि I am asking that now you Syan whatever Yash Shreyam जो श्रेष्ठ हो, what is worth doing, what I should do, निश्चितम ब्रूहितन में उसको आप निश्चित करिए, you fix that and tell me what should I do. यश श्रेयम श्यान निश्चितम ब्रूहितन, you find out that what should I do, what is good. Shrestha means what I should do, what a person in my position should do, what is my dharma, what should I do. That you decide and tell me. Why you should tell? Because he says, Sishya ham te Shadhimam prapannam. I am your disciple. So Shadhimam, please uphold me. Prapannam, मैं आपके शरण में आया. Now this is the dharma. If somebody comes to somebody's sharan, then saranagat kaunje tajay nit anhit pehchan. Te nar pamar papamay timai bilogat hani. This is the niti. If somebody has come into your saran and you say, no, this is not in my favor, I may incur some loss because of giving shelter to somebody, then that is not the dharma. If somebody has asked for the saran, then it has to be given. Even it goes to that extent, Ram says, then if you are enemy of the three world, but still you have come into my saran, it is my duty to provide you saran. So that is a very high moral standard. Shrestha kartavya, that maryada hai, that is a maryada. So this is the question which is being answered all the time till now, that he is asking, what should I do? I have no clue. So he is telling one by one that asocyan vasocastam, wherefrom your beginning is wrong. You are going on the line of thought which is not worth going. Why? Because what is that is. Now what is, can you change about something? What is that is, you can't change a thing. Only thing is, you can uphold your dharma, you can't uphold. There are only two ways. Either you can do what you should do, or you fail to do what you should do. There are only two ways. So then he is telling how, because he cannot understand. He says, I have already fallen from myself. You are talking about the soul. I am not even in myself. I am in my mind. More I am concerned about body. My consciousness is limited till body. I am seeing this is my grandfather, this is my martial teacher, and these are my friends and all. These are my relatives. My consciousness is limited till body. Somehow I am in the mind roaming here and there. And you are talking that uphold dharma, be soul and be self. How can I? Then he says, there is no way. If you have come for that, then that is the way you have to go. Yes, this is my duty to put you on the right track, but that is your choice, whether you want to take or not. That question keeps coming time and again, every time when he is going low. Then again you say, this is your choice. I can always choice you have to take. Even when it comes to the Karna's case, all these stories are there because Gita has come after a long journey through the Mahabharata. So there's much journey has happened. When there is Karna, his chariots, this wheel has gone caught by the earth, as it's told, and he has no weapons. Then he says, there are two ways for you. Either let me take out my chariot's wheel and let me go and bring my weaponry, and then we will face each other. Or there is another way, you kill me right away. So Arjun is also, he is not some small guy, he is also a well-learned person by then. So he say, no, it is not. He is thinking, is it my dharma to kill somebody who is in such a situation? Because as a Kshatri, there is a rule, there are war rules. That somebody who is not having weapon, you cannot challenge. Either you provide weapon and challenge. But this is the same Arjuna whose son has been killed. Still he is keeping, his son was killed, Abhimanyu, when he has no weapon in his hand, and not by one, 7 Maharathis came together and killed a person who has no weapon in his hand. And he is saying, give me one weapon and face me, then see my war. But none of them, and Karna was also one among them. Those who were there in killing him, Abhimanyu. So despite all having undergone all that, Arjuna is still maintaining calm. That no, this is not. He is thinking whether should I kill or not. So he is asking to the Krishna this question: that should I kill? I mean, he is not having weapon. Will it be right? No, I can kill him. Whole world will say that I have killed Karna, but I have won him. But within my mind, I will always have that I killed him when he had no weapons. So when you are saying win, I have not won of myself. Because of this weakness, I am going to kill. So I will end up as a loser. Then Krishna tells him, either ways you will end up as a winner. A choice is yours. If you want to kill, then also you will emerge as a winner. And if you do not kill, then also you will emerge as a winner. Choice is yours, whatever you have to take. Why I am giving this example? Guru's role is always to offer the choices, but never to do your karma. Karma is your karma. Can make things clear that this is how things are. So he is telling clearly, whether you want to kill him, then also you will be a winner, and if you don't kill, then also you will be a winner. Choice is yours. Whatever you have to take, you do. So here, coming back to the question that how it is, all the time it is to offer clarity, show the mirror, but choice we have to do our karma. That is, because that will be tinkering with one's identity. That is not, then where is the other in that sense?
Atha jainam nitya jatam nityam va manyase mritam tathapi tvam mahabaho nainam shochitum arhasi.
So he says, even if you do not consider it, that soul is always there, you consider. Now he is giving an entire thought, because when mind is running helter-skelter, so from wherever it is running, you have to bring back to rein it by the intelligence and make clear. He says, if you are not in a position to, your mind is not considering it, that soul is always there, then what is the other option you have? You consider that is all the time it is dying and coming back. What else option you have? So wherever your mind is going, he is trying to make bridges and bring back to the senses. Then he says, Tabbi, what can you do it? All the time it is dying and it is coming up, then also there is no problem. Repeat the second line.
Tathapi tvam mahabaho nainam shochitum arhasi.
So he says, then also there, what is the point in thinking? Yes.
Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityur dhruvam janma mritasya cha tasmad pariharyarthe natvam shochitum arhasi.
Correct. So he is following that line of thought now to make it clear. If you are considering it that no, it is not immortal, it is dying every time and it is then coming back, so that is also happening beyond your control. Can you control it if it is happening? You can't. So that line of thought if you take, then also it is not worth pondering over it. And if he is saying that no, there is, if it is coming, means once you die, then birth is there. And when birth is there, then you have to die. So when these people think, though, there is a confusion in people, because everybody, those who are in gross state of mind, they can easily identify that the one who has taken birth dies, because they are seeing day in and day out that yes, I have not come across anyone who has taken birth and has not died. But how are you saying that the one who dies will take birth also? How can you prove to a gross person this? That the one who has died will take birth again. So he is telling the other thing. Yeah, move on to the next.
अव्यक्तादीनि भूतानि व्यक्तमध्यानि भारत अव्यक्तनिधनान्येव तत्र का परिदेवना.
So he is taking you are that line of thought. If you take that, how the ones who have dead will take birth again, if that you are not finding evidence, then this is the line you should consider. That when you are born, how you take your existence into consideration. When you are born, where were you before you were born? There are two ways to take lines. Either you go this way, that I consider myself. Consider means by observation, that I am made of all these panchtattvas. That is how I am, flesh and blood. Then you will have to take this line of thought, that where from the earth is coming, where from the water is coming, where from the sky is coming, where from the fire is coming, how they get assembled, from where it starts. But still this question will remain, but where from this consciousness and life begins as entity, as me. So this line of thought either you can take. Another line of thought you say, no, it begins from the divinity, there is one and then everybody comes. There are two ways. Human frame and its intelligence, nature is such that it will decide either this, decide means it will come to conclude either this or that. There is no third way it can conclude. Whichever line it takes, the result will be same. So he says, look at it like this, that either when you appeared in the middle only, Abhyakta Adini, in the beginning everything was not visible, not appearing there. Abhyakta Adini. In the beginning there was nothing appearing. In the middle only appearance is happening, and again it will go to the disappearance. Then also there is no point in thinking. What for you are saying? You are saying these people or you appeared now. Earlier they were not there, if you are taking that line of thought. Now they, for some time they are there, again they will become who they were really, means not. Avyakt, they were earlier, so they will again become that avyakt. So in that sense also, what is the point in thinking? And that no, this is hurdle in your dharma. Where is it hurdle in dharma? They were earlier not there, they will again not be there. How they become hurdle in our dharma? So he is trying to make him understand as much as his mind is running here and there. Whatever line of thought he is taking, he is from that line only say, okay, if you take this line, then also this you will conclude like this. Is there any thought which you will not conclude what I am saying? You will have to conclude this way only. You try your best. Whatever you want to think, you will come to decide what I am telling you. So any way you go, this will be the conclusion, because this is how it is called truth. So that is why it is eternal. It is, if you put it into the time, it is a folly. Why this dialogue is so popular across the universe, in the world? Why? Because it is always sanatan, it is always current. There is nothing changing. It is not that it happened in some time and it will be. It is always there. All the time we can identify this with ourselves. If we are not identifying, then there is a problem. Something we are not seeing correct, that we should get corrected. That here I cannot identify myself. This is not my condition. Or I have evolved beyond that. So both ways it works. So that for human existence, this is Shuddha logic, pure logic it is, which is, and anything pure is divine. So this is how, yes.
आश्चर्यवत् पश्यति कश्चिदेनम् आश्चर्यवद् वदति तथैव चान्यः आश्चर्यवच्चैनमन्यः शृणोति श्रुत्वाप्येनं वेद न चैव कश्चित्.
So now he is describing the situation of soul. That somebody like a wonder, like amazement, speaks about it, because it cannot be spoken or directed or hinted other than being in a wonderment, in sense of wonderment. That's how something, you see how it is wonderful. Earlier he has been describing that it is everywhere, it is walking everywhere, and it is stationed all the time. There is nothing which is not pervaded by. So such a situation, only wonderment only one can express. How can something, because whatever world we conceive of, we are capable of comprehending through our mind, intelligence. That world is limited. That world it doesn't see a whole. It sees only fragments. Only in meditation one can experience that anubhuti. That yes, it is so. That it can be both at a time. That it is everywhere and it is at one time. So he says, Ascharya badati. Somebody speaks about it like a wonderment, like amazing, how amazing it is. And like wonderment, others listen to it and try to comprehend it. And some others, even while listening to it, do not understand yet. So this is how it is. Wonder is all the three conditions here he is describing. Somebody speaks in that wonder, somebody listens wonderfully, and somebody understands wonderfully, and somebody even after listening doesn't understand the thing. Yes.
देहि नित्यम् अवध्योऽयं देहे सर्वस्य भारत तस्मात् सर्वाणि भूतानि न त्वं शोचितुमर्हसि.
Now he has widened the scope a little, seeing that he is something he is grasping and something he is not. Still the bondage is there. Still he is seeing himself as in relation to his relatives, father, mother, and all that way. Means Dhritarashtra was his elder father only. So he is thinking all those terms. So he says, every being that is there, not only human being, but every being, sarvani bhutani, in that dehi means soul and deh means the form. So he says, in every form, soul is there. It is avadhyo, it cannot be killed. Therefore, there is no need to grieve about it or to think getting attached to it, because it is not killed. Not only in human beings, in any other being, the nucleus, the soul is always there, which is cannot be killed, because it is essence of everything is there. That's after very long when people go saying it happened in Upanishads and all that. Today also is happening. Very rarely people reach to that state of consciousness where they ponder over the questions of higher existence. Most of them are enamored by the lower nature, mostly the illusion of existence, not the existence at itself. So this question will come only very later, when people realize what is the reality. Then only such higher questions are there, that how is this existence? What is the role of nature, means the apparent world which is there? What is the role of the divine existence that we call one? And what is the role of the third, the one who is seeing? Such things. So here he is referring that anyway it is unkillable. then why are you concerned about it? What is the point in thinking? So why are you taking wrong line of thought? Yes.
स्वधर्ममपि चावेक्ष्य न विकम्पितुमर्हसि धर्म्याधियुद्धाच्छ्रेयोऽन्यात् क्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते.
So he is telling that now he is referring the two words which he had asked in his question. So he is little alert. He had asked, Arjun had asked, what is Shresht? Yashreyam. Syan Nishchitam Bruhitan me. जो श्रेय हो, जो करने योग हो, what is worth doing, that you tell me. Decide and tell me. So he is referring, and he said, Dharma Samud Chetsa. I have come here to know the Dharma. That what should I do? What is my Dharma? So he is saying that both of the things here. Repeat it again.
स्वधर्ममपि चावेक्ष्य न विकम्पितुमर्हसि धर्म्याधियुद्धाच्छ्रेयोऽन्यात् क्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते.
He is saying, now you have to consider what is your dharma. Swadharma. What is your Swadharma? So here, if you are considering, no, I am a body, I am merely a Kshatriya, don't tell me all this which I do not know, soul and self. My role is as a Kshatriya. Then he said, even if you consider your Kshatriya a body, what is your role? To fight for the Dharma. That also you are not doing, that also you are running away. Then what for you are asking? What you have undertaken, you are running away from that. So this is what this as a Kshatriya means. Kshatriya, very many meanings are of the word, because this language, as I say, Kshatriya means, the one Kshatriya means protection. The one who protects others, that is called Kshatriya. But it is your role to protect. Another meaning of Kshatriya is the one who has Kshetra. That means who owns something, land or something. That land means Rajyam only. To protect that Kshatriya. Another meaning in Kshatriya means the one who has gone beyond the three gunas. Chhay karke. Chhay means to demolish them and has reached to the higher stage. That is also Kshatriya. So there are very many meanings. Here is simple meaning he is using Kshatriya. Means your role as a warrior. You are a warrior, you are supposed to fight the war. Then you are running away. So that is Shreyam. तुम्हारे लिए what you have decided to do that and not to run away from that is clearly Shreyam. Even that also. So what is it that making you run away from it? Yes.
यदृच्छया चोपपन्नं स्वर्गद्वारमपावृतं सुखिनः क्षत्रियाः पार्थ लभन्ते युद्धमीदृशम्.
He says, ऐसा यदृश्य means on its own. Something such a war coming on its own before you is like a blessing. Only Sukhina Kshatriyas, mean those who are blessed Kshatriyas, they get this kind of opportunity to fight. तो तुम्हारे लिए it is like a Swargadwaram. It is open heaven for you. And you are running away from that. Why he is saying this? This is how people quote. They know half a thing and quote. That is where it becomes. If somebody quotes this thing somewhere and say, no, didn't Krishna say that Swarga is there and you enter into it? Fight and enter. Definitely he said, but there is a context to it. To make somebody understand in what context it was told, gathering what information it was told, to make what point it was told, it was this, that, there only. Next thing is somewhere else. So he is telling, even if when you are considering yourself a Kshatriya, a warrior, that is what your current situation is, your consciousness is. So even by that consciousness, running away is not the option. Running away is not. Doing is. He says, ये तो स्वर्ग द्वार खुला हुआ है. That those Sukhina Kshatriya, those who are very, very blessed Kshatriyas, they only get such opportunity to fight. It is either ways, it is good. Yes.
अधचे त्वं मे मां धर्म्यं संग्रामं न करिष्यसि ततः स्वधर्मं कीर्तिं च हित्वा पापमवाप्स्यसि.
So he is saying that if you do not wage this, if you do not fight, if you do not do what you should do, then what will happen? You are known as a warrior because you have to visualize his situation. He is considered best archer there, warrior who is known for his archery, who is known for upholding dharma, kshatriya dharma. Many times he put his life at stake just to follow his dharma. He is that kind of person, so he has a kirti, means everybody knows him that he is a warrior. They say if you run away from this, your swarg will go, that is one thing. And akirtim, all the people will speak ill about you, that you are a coward, you ran away from your duty. So everywhere, because the three things they have an order. First is this, he was saying anaryam, aswargyam, akirtikam. There is an order. In the very beginning also Krishna is telling this. What you are doing, this is not good. It is not a thing which you should, a person like you should think. He said, it is not good a shrest kshatriya's kartav, neither it will give you swarga. And last he said, akirti, means it will make your name, it will bring blemish to your name. It will take away your kirti, because people will say, kirti means not fame, because in English there are no appropriate words for that. Kirti means something which you should do and for which everybody will have to appreciate. There is no point that it cannot be. It is impossible. That is called kirti. Even enemy has to accept that. That is such karma that comes in the line of kirti, which nobody can do anything about it. Kirti is, it is not that fame and defame keep coming and up, but kirti nobody can take. Kirti is kirti. It's beyond swarga even. Name which we call, naam bolte hain usko. So that is, even if somebody is a good warrior, that is come so many times in Mahabharata. Then when even somebody is being killed, getting killed, and somebody is killing, then he says, wow, kya baat hai. What kind of a warrior you are. So many times Krishna praised Karna when he pulled out his arrow and pushed Arjuna's wrath a little bit. Then he said, wow, what a warrior you are. And Arjuna said, look, when I put my arrow and his chariot goes miles away and then you are not saying anything and it is moving little bit, then also you are saying Vah Karna, Vah Karna. What is that? So all the time Arjuna is having that nagging doubt. But he has the advantage somehow of having Krishna with him. So he is saying, you don't know, I am sitting on your rath. Upar Hanuman is sitting. Still he is moving it. So is he a warrior? He is there alone. What is the warriorship in you that, but you should not, he was not that to bring him down, that was to make him realize the reality that he is a warrior. This, who can move this rath? But he is still moving it. Had I am not there and Hanuman is not there, pata nahi chalega, where have you gone? So this is the kind of thing there. So everywhere, kirti, that is the kirti. When God himself is singing the glory, wow, kya baat hai, that is the kirti. Nobody can take that away because that is the truth. So kirti. So he is saying, if you do not fight this war, then not only your swarg will go, your apkirti will happen. You will not be known as a warrior anymore. You will be known the one who was a coward and ran away from the duty. So, from any direction, what you are doing, there is not even a small speck I can show you and justify that, okay, you run away. Had there been, I would have allowed you to run away. But there is none. And then, but the choice is yours. If still you want to run away, it is your choice. But since you are asking me, Dharm Sammurchetsa, tell me, then it is my duty to tell you that this is what it is. Showing mirror is my duty. but choosing is yours. Yes.
अकीर्तिं चापि भूतानि कथयिष्यन्ति ते व्ययाम् सम्भावितस्य चाकीर्तिर्मरणादतिरिच्यते.
So this word sambhavit is very important. Here simple meaning is saying even when the war has happened, not only in this period, after all of us are gone bodily, still people will keep telling that, oh, what kind of coward he was. So, even when you are dead, so-called death has come there, means you have disappeared from the world as an appearance, then also that vibration will keep reaching to you. People will keep saying, oh, what a coward he was. And that vibration will, because anyway, everybody's soul is there, so that vibration will reach there also. That, oh, he did not do his job, he did not do his job. So even maranadati richyate, usse bhi bura hai. N number of times you will keep dying. Not even one death, you will keep dying forever. Because sambhavit kaha apjis lahu maran kotisham darundahu. Sambhavit means, Sambhavit word has to be taken in a very deep sense. It has very many meanings. Sambhavit to one is that the one who has become even. And that is one way of indicating how the divinity is. When Jaddapi sam nahi rag narosu, God tells about himself that how I am some, I am even. यद्यपि सम नहीं राग न रोसु गहै न पाप पुण्य गुण दोसु तदपि करई सम विषम विहारा भगत अभगत हृदय अनुहारा. So he is telling that Sambhavit, the one who has possibility to reach to the ultimate, if he destroys his own possibility by his own karma, then what can be done? So he says, Sambhavit, you are, that potentiality is there, and you are, by not doing what you should do, you are losing the chance of potentiality by your own karma. Then what can be done? And he's telling how your Sambhavna will be lost. Because if you run away, then what will happen? People will keep telling your stories when you are gone. And that vibration will keep touching your possibility, it will keep you bringing down. You will never evolve. Today you lose that chance for a long period. Because when we say long period, never means very long period, Shashwat Sama. And that is, for very long you have put yourself into a ditch. Because if you do such a karma, people will say, Akirti, that, isn't it? Somebody does a bad job, all good things are forgotten, but that one thing bad, always people say, oh, I said. This is human nature, because they find it good, because they are in ditch, so they remember others being in ditch more. So this is why that we know that Nyaya, crab, that one crab you put in a bucket, or you 10 you put, they will keep pulling one another, none will go out. There is this story, no, that somebody kept a fish and put the lid. In another bucket, he put the crab and open. Somebody asked, why you put them open? They'll go outside. No, their nature is like that. They pull each other. They'll stay there. There is no need. Fish may jump. So, yes, but they will not. They will keep pulling one another down. So, he said that will happen to you. So, don't do this.
भयाद्रणादुपरतं मांस्यन्ते त्वां महारथाः येषां च त्वं बहुमतो भूत्वा यास्यसि लाघवम्.
So he says, now you are known as a warrior. They consider you, but later on it will not happen. If you run away from here, then these warriors in whose company you have your name, be this Karna, Duryodhan, Dronacharya, Bhishma, anyone in your league who are the best warriors, they consider you as a warrior, that you are a warrior. But if you run away, so they say, no, bhai se, because of the fear, timidness or cowardness, he has run away from the duty. So you will fall from grace in their eyes also. Now when you fall from the grace in the enlightened ones, eyes, then the problem is much more bigger. Because that vibration is so strong, it can pull you up to the sky, and if in that you have fallen, it will be difficult to come up. So he says you are already in a good league, but if you do not fight, then these people will have to think negative. Means that is not, that will be objective. It is not they have intention something. If you have run away, what will they say? Run away only. Can they lie? And why will they lie? And why should they lie? If it is so, it is so. If you have run away, then you have run. So he says, no. Happening this, they will consider that you, not because you were overcome by some compassion that you did not fight. This is what you know, I am not interested in Swarga. All this will not be considered. It will be considered that you were coward, you could not fight. Why? Because you could not uphold your dharma. So they are looking you from the dharma eye only. The whole question of there is that of dharma and adharma. Who is following dharma and who is following adharma? So it's a, when they see that this is your dharma to fight, and when you are not doing your dharma, they will say he has run away. So long many times they will keep saying your apkirti, and that will be even worse than the dying thousands death. And that is what the same thing is Ramayana is saying, that Sambhavit ka apjas lahu maran kotisam darudahu. Sambhav, the one who has potential to become, to evolve. If he gets this apkirti, apjas, that he considers it 1,000 times I am killed, I am ready to accept that, but not this. I will choose that. Getting what is anyway, this is an event. Taking a birth and dying, these are the events. So if these events happens 1,000 times, I don't mind. But that should not happen, my apkirti, because that loses my possibility of reaching to the ultimate. So that this though anyway has to come. If you are born, you will die. If you have gone dead, you will be born. It cannot be stopped. So what is the point? Why should I crave for it? That is what he is trying to prevail sense onto him. Somehow make him that this is a process which you are considering such a big thing. There is nothing. Big thing is, are you upholding dharma or not? Are you going for what you should go or not? So he says, Maranaditi Uchite. It is not, it is better, means dying 1,000 times and then going this way, incurring apkirti.
Avacha vadamscha bahun vadishyanti tavahitah nindantastav samarthyam tato dukkhadaram nukim.
And say there not only this, because if you do not fight, you will survive as a human being. Nobody will kill. They are warriors. They will not kill you. Say they'll show your back and they'll say, okay, go. But when you are alive as a human being, then they will all the time taunt you. No, I say over here, that same person who ran away. So all the time looking at you, hey, why should I talk to him? He is the same person. So that will be, you will be dying every time you face anybody. So is it wise? So he is trying to make him understand that what all things are around you. What are the repercussions of not going according to the dharma? What all, neither here you will get peace nor there you will get peace. Otherwise, why will people advocate so much about dharma? That what is your dharma means what your duty is. So he says, if you do not do your duty, then here also and there also, nowhere you are going to get that peace. All these people will, when you are here, so long as you will live, they will all keep saying apkirti about you. Then that kind of, will you be in a position to face them every time? So think about all those things. So he is trying to bring him to the reality, that you see the reality from whichever angle, wherever your consciousness is, accordingly, even in that situation, dharma is the same in every situation. There also result, if you conclude, you will come to the same decision. there will be no change. Wherever your consciousness, when people evolve, no, there are spiritual conditions, they are in some this condition, that condition, that condition. Everywhere, the karma is same. It is not changing. Only your evolution is happening. It is not that, no, if you have become higher now, I will not need to fight. Still you will have to fight. That is where you are. But what will happen? Either you fight as an evolved person, or if it is down, then you fight as a non-evolved person who has possibility to evolve. The dharma doesn't change. That is how it is. It stays what it is. Only evolution happens. So he is telling that clearly to him that you have dharma has no choices. Either you have dharma or there is a dharma. It is not that, no, there is something in between. It is nothing. Either this or that. So, this is how he is trying to make him understand through various means that wherever his mind is going, whatever way he is finding this escape route, he is saying, no, there is no route. You are mistaken. Everything he is just making him clear that you have no option but to follow dharma, and still whatever you call, but choice is yours. Whether you want to follow or not, I am nobody to say, because that will be tinkering with my own creation. What is the point? Otherwise, there is no point of any existence or anything. If I start tinkering with my own creation, the identities, the play which is there, if I myself start playing the whole, then what is the point? Where is the play? So he is trying to make him clear his position that this is where you are. That is how from here you see you should see like this. This is the way. This is how it is.
अतो वा प्राप्स्यसि स्वर्गं जित्वा वा भोक्ष्यसे महीम् तस्मादुत्थिष्ठ कौन्तेय युद्धाय कृतनिश्चयः.
Then he says, even if you are considering yourself Kshatriya, still that what I have been telling you is Ascharyavat, it has not opened up to you, have not come to realize yourself as a soul. Then also, wherever, according to your admission you are, whatever knowledge you have expressed to me that this is what you consider yourself, even by your knowledge standard, you are considering, no, mujhe Rajya, I don't want Swarg, I do not want anything, I will live by the alms, Bhiksha mang ke ji lunga. So even if you are considering that, then also fighting is good for you. Because when you fight, either you will win or you will lose. Lose means you will get killed. You will not run away. That is the warrior. So you will get killed. Either they will get killed or you will get killed. So if you get killed, you will go straight to the Swargam, because in your consideration you consider Swarga is there. So by your knowledge also this is best for you. And if you win, then you will enjoy the fruits of this earth. So both ways it is good for you. So that is why you should become this, because he had asked Syan Nischitram Buru Hitan mein. आप निश्चित करके मुझे बताइए क्या ठीक है. सो ही इज यूजिंग द सेम वर्ड. निश्चितम, निश्चित ये है कि युद्ध करो. दिस इज द थिंग. सो एवरी वर्ड विच ही हैड स्पोकन, इन सेम वर्ड ही इज रिप्लाइंग. ऐसे ऐसे लाइक दिस वर्ड स्वधर्मा ही यूज. ही सेड यस, बाय दिस इज इट. स्यान निश्चितम, निश्चित करके भी बता रहा हूँ. आई एम टेलिंग यू दिस इज व्हाट यू शुड डू. वेदर यू वांट टू डू इट इज योर चॉइस. But this is all is there. So everywhere, even where your knowledge is, by your knowledge standards, this is what is worth doing. Whether you want to do or not, that is not my area. So he is telling, be clear, yudhaya krit nishchaya. Fight, that is the nishchay. This is clear. That's how you should do. Fighting, you should not run away. From duty, you should not run away. You should fight your war, what is dharma, dharma. You have to do. For yuddha, dharma's sake, yuddha means, and yuddha bina utsah ki nahi hota. Without enthusiasm, there is no fight. So that is Both comes from the same root, in fact. So that is what he is telling. That in every way, from every direction, upholding dharma, fighting in his Arjuna's case, fighting the war is the only right option for you. All else, whatever you take, will be running away. Yes. Today is a very good day. It's called Akshaya Tritiya today. From yesterday it began today. Today so many things are supposed to happen. This is called the Muhurtam for those who don't want to see any Muhurt. That something, anything, if they do not have anybody to tell and they want a Muhurt to start something good. This is the day. So it started yesterday 11:15 or so in the day. So Akshaya Tritiya it is called. It was on this day that creation started. Means that Satyug happened. Dwapar and Satyug both have their birthday on this day. Brahma's son Akshay Kumar was born this day. Parashuram was born this day. So many good. Draupadi was saved on this day from Dushashan. So many good things happened. An auspicious day it is considered. And all this way, so it's called Muhurt. When you do not have any Muhurt, this day is taken as a universal Muhurt. Any for good auspicious beginning, there is no need to look for Muhurt. This is the Akshaya Tritiya today.
Today you were stressing so much on dharma. So if you have to understand what is my dharma, can I understand it as following my guru's words as much as I understand it?
Yes. Dharma and karma, they are very whole. Gita is about that. But yes, this is also part of that. That is true. See, I said that this order one has to comprehend. Sanatan, then you have ahimsa, then you have satya, then you have dharma, then you have prem. So when people, the way the human beings are, sometimes because their intelligence is not functioning proper, and at least the lowest one they can begin with. Whatever they are doing, it should be done with love. The lowest quotient is love. इसलिए I had written someday ना प्रेम धर्म का कर्म है धर्म प्रेम का कर्म कर्म प्रेम का धर्म है धर्म प्रेम का कर्म केवट कुंती द्रौपदी इन जाना कछु मर्म. So that means something which is done out of love, that becomes dharma. That is how it is. This is also there, what you are saying. It is also right understanding. As much we evolve, as much we keep saying, keep seeing,